The Business Insight In podcast, where we explore the essential elements of running a successful business. I'm your host, Misty, and today we're diving into a topic that can make or break your business: customer service. In today's episode, we'll discuss the key principles of providing exceptional customer service, why it matters, and practical tips you can implement right away. So whether you're a seasoned business owner or just starting, this episode is for you. The importance of customer service. Let's begin by discussing why customer service is so crucial. 1. We have to build relationships. At its core, customer service is about building relationships. When customers feel valued and heard, they're more likely to return and recommend your business to others. 2. Brand loyalty. Exceptional service fosters brand loyalty. Customers who have positive experiences are more likely to become repeat buyers and advocates for your brand. 3. Competitive advantage. In today's market, great customer service can set you apart from your competitors. Remember, every interaction is an opportunity to create a positive impression. So say you have a customer come in, they can't find what they're looking for. But you can help them because you know this business and you can answer their questions or gauge what they're really seeking. So say you own a flower business and they need a particular type of bouquet and they can't figure out how to get that because they don't see it already made. If you ask them just a few key questions and get what they're needing, you can create a custom bouquet for them. It's not always going to be that simple, but if you know your business, this can help immensely. Next, we're talking about key principles of great customer service. So these are the ways that you can actually help. So let's explore. Number 1, listen actively. Listening is one of the most important skills in customer service. When customers feel heard, it builds trust and rapport. Give your full attention by making eye contact, nod, and respond appropriately to show you're engaged. Paraphrase and clarify. Repeat back what the customer has said to ensure you understand their needs. Active listening demonstrates that you value their input and are committed to resolving their issues. Next, empathy is key. This is very important. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. You have to, 1, acknowledge their feelings. So if a customer is upset, acknowledge their feelings. A simple statement like, "I understand how frustrating this must be for you," can go a long way. And then personalize your response. Tailor your responses based on the customer's emotions and situation. When customers feel that you genuinely care, it can turn a negative experience into a positive one. Next is being knowledgeable. Customers expect you to know your products and services inside and out. So make sure you're doing continuous training. You need to train yourself and your team on product updates and customer service best practices. And then provide resources. So make sure your team has access to FAQs, manuals, and other resources to assist customers effectively. This is ongoing. Knowledge instills confidence in your customers and reassures them that they're in good hands. And lastly, stay positive. A positive attitude can transform a customer's experience. Using positive language. Instead of saying, "I can't do that," try, "What I can do is." This shifts the focus to solutions rather than limitations. Smile and be friendly. Even if you're on the phone, a smile can be heard in your voice. You need to put your best front forward. Positivity is contagious, and it can create a welcoming atmosphere for your customers. Next, we're going to talk about practical tips that you can implement. Now we've covered the principles, let's discuss some tips for implementing great customer service in your business. So make sure, number one, you have a customer service policy. Having a clear customer service policy helps set expectations for both your team and your customers. You're going to outline procedures on how to handle common issues, escalation processes, and even response times. And this will empower your team to make decisions within the policy to resolve issues quickly. A well-defined policy ensures consistency and efficiency in your customer service. If you have not made a customer service policy for your business, let's do that right now. Literally take 10-15 minutes to start it, outline what the basics of that policy is going to be, and then if you have time today or even the next day, set out to completely write out a customer service policy, edit it, make sure you have a second opinion look at it for any errors or anything that needs clarification. And then once you both agree that it's perfect the way you have it, I'm not saying it's going to be perfect in general, you may have to test things out, but it's perfect for right now. And then you're going to share that and train your team on that, not just give it to them. You need to have a team meeting and train them on this customer service policy. Very important to do. Next, you're gonna get feedback. You need to be asking for feedback from customers and even your employees. So, surveys and reviews, these are great. You can use surveys or follow-up emails to gather insights on their experiences, and you can act on the feedback. So if you need to make changes based on it, you can improve your service, fix an issue with an employee. You can train them, you can talk to them, you can find solutions for these issues that are popping up. Feedback is a great gift that can help you grow and adapt to your customers' needs. You should be getting feedback regularly. You need to be asking your customers, what can I do better? How can I serve you better? How can I make our business fit you better? And then act on it. Then finally, you need to follow up. Following up with your customers is an interaction that can leave a lasting impression. Thank you notes. A simple thank you note or email can show appreciation for their business, that they came to see you, that you respect them, you welcome them, you are wanting them to come back and hopefully have another great experience at your business. And then for some, you could even do check-in calls. Especially for significant issues, a follow-up call can demonstrate your commitment to their satisfaction. If you're a service-based business, check-in calls can be a really great way to get feedback. You can even send them the follow-up email with some specific questions that they can fill in to see what you did great, what you could do better, or if they were kind of lost at some point and maybe needed more clarification somewhere. You need to follow up and see how they're doing and if there's anything you need to work on. It reinforces the relationship and shows that you care about them and their experience beyond just them giving you business. Next, we gotta talk about handling those difficult situations. Inevitably, you'll encounter them. So let's discuss how to handle them gracefully. So number one, and most important, you have to stay calm and professional. When you're faced with an upset customer, it's essential to remain calm. Take a deep breath. Take a moment to collect your thoughts before you respond. And do not take it personally. Remember, the customer is upset about the situation, not you personally, just the situation. Your professionalism can help de-escalate the situation and actually get to the root of the problem so you can potentially fix it. Then you need to actually apologize and take responsibility. A sincere apology can go a long way in diffusing the tension. So you need to acknowledge the issue. Even if it's not your fault, acknowledging the inconvenience shows empathy, which we discussed was very important. And then you need to offer solutions. So you're going to focus on what you can resolve within the issue rather than just focusing on the problem. So taking responsibility can actually turn a negative experience into a positive one and possibly give you some more repeat business from that customer. And to wrap up, great customer service is about building relationships, listening actively, showing empathy, and being knowledgeable. So thank you today for joining me on the Business Insight In podcast. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe and share it with others who might benefit. Until next time, remember that exceptional customer service is the heart of your business. Keep serving with kindness and professionalism.